I'm so tired of waiting, man. Seriously. Hey, what's going on, Pixelgun gamers? It's Boston Modern right here, back with another video of Pixelgun 3D. For today's video order, we've gotten the winter staff. Well, you already watched through the thumbnail. But for today's review video, we're actually having 4 winter weapons remaining, plus the 1 winter weapon that I actually bought from the Traders fan. So I'm going to be reviewing those weapons, so be sure to stick around. Well, this is actually 1 out of 4 craftable weapons plus the one I bought in the Traders fan, so stay tuned for more review videos. Now, because of this, I am quite uncertain that we'll get to do any Silver League weapons. I still have some other videos in mind, but I just want to show you guys all the weapons that I recently obtained because of the winter lottery. I've gotten quite a bit of mythical weapons, so it's going to be a little bit mix of reviews and other kinds of videos. But in the meantime, we're going to stick around and get straight to the point. Be sure to watch the whole entire video to get everything with you. So today we got the winter staff, and by the looks of it, it's a staff with some LED lighting around surrounding, like it's a LED cord surrounding the pole arm itself, and at the end it's decorated with a bell, 2 characteristic bells, and a snowflake on top with a similar design to the sharp snowflake. Now this is a mythical weapon as usual. It is slow to target and also area damage. Now it's kind of misleading to call it an area damage because this thing, you might see the particles around you. That's the area damage the developers are describing this effect, but it's actually considered a damage aura. So when you get close to any opponent, like in some longer distances, but not completely adjacent to the opponent, but if you're somewhere close to the opponent, it'll do like a minor frostbite damage to the opponent. And if you tap to shoot, this is how you swing a winter staff. And it has like, yeah, it has some special aura glowing on the snowflake as well, so it's not breaking or anything, some kind of sort. It's like some kind of magical weapon that you're going to be using. So the attack speed 87, the mobility 55, pretty average. Well, that kind of doesn't really make sense, because if this was made of metal, well, it would make a little sense, but since it's small to the proportions of a pixel man, I felt like you would be moving a little bit more faster than just 55. I would say like 60 to 65 would be the mobility for this weapon right here. But despite that, we go to the gallery, we collect our little gemmies right there, and then we go to the view and to the polygon to show you guys how it works. Now, actually, the white particles, the white parts that surround the staff was supposed to blink, but for some odd reason, they turned out the animation. It would actually bring back some Christmas mood if we already had those blinking lights, but whatever. Let's get back to the business, yeah. So all I do is swing around at the enemy, and for the dummies, it only takes 2 shots. Regardless, I'm not even entirely sure, let me see. It's actually without modules, it's without modules, but I still have the Halloween mask. And as you can see right there, so if I stand a little bit, it still take damage. Oh, so there's actually a little damage. Hold on, was that the limit? Let's go a little bit closer. A little bit closer. You see the range of the snowflakes flying around. That's where the frost damage is going to occur. So I think it doesn't start damaging the opponent. No. I'm just moving a pixel by pixel to check out its little area damage, like the damage aura. Is it really that close? Is it really that close? I think it's very close. Yeah, it's this distance, approximately this distance. If you look it down from the ground on the maximum first-person view below, and then you look all the way, this is the damage. This is the damage aura. This is how far the damage aura can reach. Well, cool radius, so I have to stand like approximately this range, but if I just go and smack him with a melee weapon, it will do the rest of the job. So the melee weapon combined with the aura damage can basically be doing the job, and it also slows down the target, so once they're hit, their movement speed will be decreased. Well, enough said. We already know the needs of this weapon, so I guess we go out to battle and do the same ritual. Now, what do you guys think of this weapon? Have you gotten it yourself? Well, personally, what I think it's gonna happen is it might be a pretty decent weapon. Before I even play, I think it might be a pretty decent weapon to play based on how I experienced it with beating up dummies, smacking dummies with these weapons, with this weapon right here. So I've seen others making the video and they say they're like, okay, they're good, but not that entirely good. I think a lot of people might have said that, while others might have said, okay, pretty decent weapon, something like that, based on the movement speed and the weapon damage. But the rate of slash itself has something to say about the weapon itself, and therefore it does a little bit lesser damage, so it feels pretty average. But the attack rate will be faster, so it makes it kind of even up the. It will even up the balance of the rate you need to kill a player, and I call that the kill rate. Now, kill ratio, it's kind of misleading because we already know what kill rate and kill ratio is. But other than that, I think we'll get into the business and actually get some battles done, shall we? And the first way of playing this weapon is, of course, the singleton way to use it. And as you can already tell, I'm already playing without modules, but I'm also playing with the demolition mask. So this is the gameplay with the demolition mask and without any damage modules. And I just play like I just play the slash and pray way, like go ahead and slash and pray. And look at that. Oh, come on. I actually didn't hit that guy. Dang it. It actually two shots that guy. Okay. So it's gonna be a little bit hard time to move around just with a melee weapon, actually getting a bunch of kills. I know this style have been like pretty treacherous to other people, especially with the jet tenderizer, but we sure gotta try out some other mythical weapons in the meantime as well. Okay, that was quite unpleasant, but we have to go still. Dude, I actually thought I gotten that weapon. There we go. It's quite hard to move around when the players literally got the aim down on you. And you're not really strafing that much, so playing playing the single weapon uses has very limits. Has like a very big limits based on the rate of fire you're playing it with. So when you're only playing one weapon, rate of fire will determine how well you play, and also the movement speed. Because the movement speed will play a role into how you gotta move, and also the fire rate will play a role into how fast you might kill your enemies, and also the real damage that you deal. So now I'm testing its power without modules and without the bonus damage you get from the Halloween mask. And so far, I think it's doing pretty okay in my first experience of the singular usage. Oh, you're using the newest weapon, the sneaky pistol, and you're from the Senti squad. Well, hello there. Say hello to Senti from Boston Auto, dude. And I kinda... Yeah, they're just not... Come on. Ah, there we go. So, as you can see right there, well, it probably was well demonstrated in the polygon that it's not at the initial hit. Well, it certainly looks like it, but not every time. I feel like it takes a little bit of time before some of those hits register, which I might be 100% wrong, but that's my experience with this weapon with only singular usage. It feels like some slashes, some smacks might not be the hit when you're actually hitting, and might actually take like half to 1 second before the hit actually registers onto the opponent. Or it might be the range or the damage roll that might be fooling me right now. Either way, I think this first experience actually have been pretty okay. Of course, it's quite limited when you're moving around with only one weapon, and that's the precaution, and that's the one disadvantage when you're playing single, like mono spamming, like singleton spam all the way around the game, which means that you're only be playing with one weapon. That's the main disadvantage of only playing with one weapon. Other than that, I'm going to be wearing another set, and this time it's going to be with modules, but without the extra damage from the mask. So yeah, we have to see what happens. So I decided to put it on the combo string of mine, and unfortunately, I chose this map though. I choose this map so I can see how it goes in the different types of styles. When you play in an open field, like a singular weapon, melee only in an open field, it will be increased difficulty into playing the game. We only got one person to test our combo string with this weapon on. I feel like it's a bit vague, so I might have to cut it out, because there's only one guy, and he certainly isn't a really man to be playing against me right now. It shouldn't be more people to actually show off the combo string. So I'm kind of changing up the order so you don't get the same order all over again. The same order that you've been seeing on my videos, because currently I choose the 3 most practical styles that people might be playing the very half casual to casual way, the combo string, and also which is the 60 out spam, and also a singular usage, which means you only use it to move around. But more people have joined, so I kind of wish my best hopes onto this weapon, and I'm not really that warmed up with the weapon itself, but that shouldn't be too bothering indeed. And unfortunately, I did not get a hit on that, but that was the least of my worries. Now I'm just gonna move on and actually do some damage onto the enemies. Did I actually do some? I kind of did. But I blew up myself using the winter staff while also killing another guy. Environmental kill. Isn't that kind of cool sometimes? Sometimes it's actually kind of funny to just walk around, smack a TNT while killing yourself and your enemy. Sure, it's creating a little bit of difficulty right here for my little combo string that I tend to use every day. This is my everyday basis combo string, my dudes. Everyday basis combo string that I use when I kill my enemies. It's a convenient one without like extra what do you call, like the new abilities, the dynamic abilities that the Pixelgun 3D added. This is the convenient version that I've been using, and I had a lot of fun with that, not gonna lie. Despite of the 55 mobility, because Hollow Volcano has a little bit faster mobility, I think it was 65. So it kind of makes up for the difference. So if you check out in the stats right here, in the meantime, you see that this has 55 movement, while this has 75 movement. So if I just look at the set, most of these weapons actually have 50, except for Hollow Volcano. It actually has a relatively fast movement speed. So I would like to use the Hollow Volcano to navigate around, because it gives me a faster movement speed. And oh, look at that, look at that. I just bumped onto that guy with the melee. And I can certainly choose my time to attack with my melee. I can use it to kill my pets and also walk faster if I can. But that sure was not the damage directly from the winter staff. It was from the aura itself. Of course I wanted to choose this combo because it's a pretty practical combo to use to get yourself a little bit more speed while killing some pets or whatever that might be. And I also use the shiv module. Is this a shiv or the alloy? I think it was the shiv. Yeah, it's the shiv that gives you a little bit more attack speed with the weapon itself. I've been heard rumors from my friend about that if you pass level 5 on the shiv module, your base damage will be lowered. Your base damage of the weapon will be lowered if you pass level 5 module. So yeah, it doesn't have a delay, fortunately. It doesn't have a delay of any sort, like most of the melee weapons have. Like, they have no delay. There's actually one weapon that I've seen that had delay, and that is the Candy Axe. For some odd reason, they added the delay for that. I'm not entirely sure why, but I think it's mainly because developers mainly want to limit combo strings, aka 6 category spam. It feels weird to think that that one melee weapon is having a delay by default. It's actually the only melee weapon that has a delay by default in this game right here. Absolutely the only weapon that you have. So it's quite fortunate. it's quite fortunate that most of them are not delay at all, but only this weapon, which kind of makes it unfair for some players who might like the candy axe and would like to try, because now we got the winter staff, and the winter staff looks pretty similar to the candy axe. Well, the candy axe actually came after the winter staff, but it has really visual comparisons, like there's actually visual similarities to it. Enough said. I'm gonna be doing the casual set, see what I can do with it, and of course I have pretty limited setups, but my gems amount is pretty good, so yeah, I'll be going. Third battle, we have a bit of time to show off what a half casual set can do, so here we go. So I'm just gonna pull out my little winter toys right here, because they are really my best friends, shortly said, they are really my little best friends. Also with the 100 mobility. Sure, first experience with the 100 mobility feels like back in the old days, which actually gives me good vibes with this weapon right here. And you actually think you're wise, bruh. Let me actually make you reevaluate that. You really think you're clever, my boy? Oh, that's kind of weird to say it like that. Yeah, there you go. That's what I've gotten right there. So yeah, a little bit sneak peek on the weapon that I'll be using for review. The special weapon that I was having in my loadout right now. I'm currently at second place, but I don't really bother. Let's just get in there and get to the battle. Yeah, these are not really easy to aim at. Not at all. These are not that easy to aim at, mainly because of the travel speed of the weapon. So yeah, this is what I bought from the Traders Van. You guys might already be familiar with that if you guys have seen the Traders Van by yourself. Time to move with the melee? Never mind. You're using the spawn for your own good. Let's see what happens when I use my spawn for my own good. Hey. Hello, dude. Bruh. What was that all about? Alright. Huh. You wanna use that? I use this. I use this, dude. Look at that, man. Oh, we got some. We actually got some. Oh, look at that area. Look at that area, dude. Are we getting first? Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. But nonetheless, that was actually a good run right there. Good run, good life right there. Oh, I barely got the kill. I barely got the kill before he killed me too. So there's both dead for dead. Hey, we got some melee. I got more melee. I'm at first. Cool. More melee. Oh, I pulled that out. Man, I haven't really been using the sniper. Oh, I was just about to take him down, man. I just about to take him down. Whatever. Alright. Conclusion will be taking in the lobby, so just waiting a little bit right there. Yeah. So the conclusion is, weapon itself, well it's like any other melee weapon. It is used for nearby attacks, but some of them can actually cover a little bit more range by their basic swinging attacks that they do. But this one is like the average short attack, and also now you discovered that I've gotten this, so this will be up for a review later, but you might have seen a little bit inside of what this can do. So yeah, that's a little bit sneak peek right there. If you don't like spoilers, I apologize for not telling you that, but either way, let's get into the main point. The winter staff. Unfortunately, the glowing effect is disabled because it was actually intended to have like glowing effects onto it, but for some odd reason that got turned off. The weapon itself, when I use it on singular, was relatively hard because it was an average melee weapon with 55 mobility, making me not have a very easy time to deal with your opponents when you use it as singular weapon. And I tell you again, that is the main disadvantage when you play with only one weapon. You may only have the aim on your side, but you do not have your mobility and your rate at your side always, and that's why singular usage is not preferred for my style. But when I use it with half casual style or with a combo string, it fits pretty well, both of them. You can weaken your opponents and then finish them off with some other weapons that might be an automate or that might be a sniper, or might be the laser cycler backup, or the Royal Revolver backup, or the Viking primary, or the Stormtrooper exoskeleton. Everything that will be kept in your mind. But just keep in mind that this is like any other melee weapon. You can actually, when you're close to the opponent, you can swing with the melee weapon. Just go at the opponent, swing with the melee weapon. No matter what, if you hit or miss, this will actually create more time for the opponent to actually turn around, because you'll end up behind your opponent while you just go forward at the opponent and hope that he doesn't hit. In pretty much many cases, he doesn't hit, and maybe in some cases he will hit. But if he doesn't hit, he will have to use a little bit more time to turn around and kill you, and that's when you have a little bit more advantage, because you are more aware than him, because he might take a little bit more time into reacting to what you're doing. If he knew that you were going to swing with your melee only to end up behind and then quickly turn around and shoot, then chances are the victim that gets attacked by it will have a slower time turning around and actually shoot you. But if you're used to getting countered by such attacks, then then the opponent that you might be facing, or actually if the opponent is used to those attacks, then you don't necessarily have that easy advantage about who's pulling the weapon first and gets the kill. So that's also one thing kept in mind. But either way, like any other melee weapon, it can fit around with any kind of style. You can use it as a singular, you can use it with a casual, half casual, or a combo string 3-cat to a combo string, which is a 6 category spam loadout. So it's quite a fitting weapon. You can use it to play around and have fun like I did right here, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video as well. So if you did, be sure to hit the like button to share some support, and if you're new and enjoy my overall content, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you'll become the part of the Boston Modding community, and I'll catch you guys next time with another weapon order or something else. In the meantime, I just gotta have fun drinking cola, and maybe more ice cream. Well, I'm actually studying now, so yeah, it's kind of a lie, and unhealthy, a little bit unhealthiness should be allowed in the everyday basis. But anyways, catch you guys next time with another video. Bye bye.